Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to It's Pudding's Tea. Oh, I feel wonderful. I feel great today. I'm up extra early. Um, I'm not usually up this early. I'm not really a morning person. So if you're not a morning person either, go ahead and be like, girl, I feel you. Girl, I feel you. I mean, I'm not going to be able to hear you, but I'll feel the support. I'll feel the energy. But anyway, I don't know. Maybe it's the coffee kicking in and got me acting a little silly. This coffee I made is delicious. But anywho, today I would like to talk about meditation. I just want to give a quick run through, quick little rundown on meditation and what it does, and pretty much what it's done for me. Excuse me, one second. Let me take another sip of this wonderful, delightful coffee I made. Mm, mm. Thank you for excusing me. Thank you for understanding. Okay, so just let me start off with saying that meditation is one of of course, like I said, you're going to probably hear this on every episode because I know sometimes you have to remind people that it's just a matter of opinion. Okay? I'm up for a great debate, but I'm just saying, because some people go hard when they don't have to, and they just like to argue. There's a difference between debating and arguing. That's also my opinion. But I feel like meditation is one of the best things you could do for yourself. It's the easiest thing, like as far as wellness or self-care. I feel like it's one of the easiest things you can do. You can do it just about anywhere at just about any time, right? So also, let me state that I am in my car, so if you hear any background noises, maybe a car, a truck or something, or a dog or a bird, it's because I'm in my car. So, but I say meditation is easy because you don't need anything. And I know certain people may have trouble with meditation at first. Some people just quit altogether. They barely put in, well, I can't say they barely put in the effort, but because that's also a matter of opinion. Maybe some people really try, maybe you're trying too hard. But when it really comes down to it, I mean, you have to start from somewhere. Like you wasn't born, knowing how to drive either. But I bet you figure that out, and half of you still driving and not too good at it. Sorry, but you have to start somewhere. Did you just give up because you didn't, learn how? Because I mean, come on, And I'm using driving as an example because I know a lot of us are scared at first. It's different. It's it's new, and it could be dangerous. But at the end of the day, you know that you have to get somewhere, right? And you want to take yourself, right? So that's a rough example, but it's the same as doing anything when you first start off. You're not going to be too good at it, and sometimes you're excellent when you first start off at something, depending on the situation. So just find what works for you, I'll say. Meditation helps with anxiety. It helps with stress. It helps relieve certain aches and pains, believe it or not. It can even reduce inflammation depending on the situation. Like, meditation is very healing. You can do walking meditation. It's just being mindful when you're walking. Meditation, the biggest thing is that it helps you get a sense of awareness. It heightens your awareness. And when you're more aware of yourself, when you're more aware of your surroundings, it really just it really puts you in a great alignment. It makes you more centered, more grounded. Because when you're aware, you can fix and, you can, what's the word I'm looking for? You can improve certain things, because there's a lot of things that we do and say, or we act in a certain way, and a lot of people, that's why I try not to get upset with certain people, because sometimes people really don't know, And because it's extremely obvious to someone else, they just assume like there's no way you don't know that you're doing what you're doing, and you may be hurting someone or etc. etc. Annoying someone. It doesn't have to be something extreme. It's just certain things you probably wouldn't do if you were more aware of it. Certain things you wouldn't put up with if you were more aware. Certain things you could avoid if you're more aware. So meditation helps with that. Meditation helps you enjoy the present moment. And honestly, once you get into a certain practice, certain schedule, as far as, meditation goes, I'm not going to front. Like, when I meditate, you can tell the difference between when I don't sometimes. I sure feel it when I don't. But it's almost like taking medicine every day. And the one thing I also wanted to state before is that mostly people like myself or people that share information like I do, I notice that some people get backlash or etc. etc. But I want people to understand something and realize this, that most of the time when we're talking about self-care and wellness, and you have spiritual people like myself, most of the information that we give, or at least most of the spiritual people that I follow, it's like we're giving you tips and guidance on how to do things as as natural as possible. And don't get me wrong, if you're on medication or you have to take certain prescribed medication or anything of that nature, I'm not knocking it. I take a Tylenol here and there or whatever the case may be. I've been prescribed medicine, of course. So I'm not gonna go too much, into details. I'm not trying to trigger anyone, but I'm just saying that I'm not knocking it by far. And there may be some episodes later on where it may seem like that, because I do believe in doing things as natural as I can. But I'm just saying, try natural first. And if that doesn't work, then go with, what go with works after that. Yeah, whatever works after that. But my thing is, the reason why I promote doing natural first, or trying to solve certain issues naturally, is because we were, to me, born that way. Like, you got to remember, there was a time when none of this stuff existed. And don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure it would have saved a lot of lives. Maybe, depending on the situation, as far as the technology and things that we have now. But I don't know, deep down inside, I just feel like people were a lot healthier and took better care of themselves way back in the past, back in the day. But anywho, I'm ranting at this point. I'm just chatting at that point. But what I'm saying is, I said all of that. I'm sorry for the rant. I could have just cut to the chase, but I don't know. I just like to get personal, feel like I'm talking to a friend. I don't want to be generic in any type of way or, whatever. I just want to be myself. So, hey, hopefully you can enjoy this content, because it really does come from my heart. It really comes from a great place. But my point is that anyone that's telling you something to do, or not telling you what to do, but giving you guidance or advice on certain things, first of all, I never give you advice on something I haven't tried myself. That's first of all. Second, there are no side effects. That's the biggest thing. I'm not telling you to go out and get this or go out and get that. Now, don't get me wrong. If there's some vitamins or something out here about it I've tried for about 3+ months and it's working for me, and I tried everything else, then yes, I'm going to tell you about it, because I'm trying to help. You know what I'm saying? So don't, think that, oh, you were just saying natural and now you talking about these pills you take. No, it's not like that. Whatever helps, I'm going to give you advice on. So, yeah. But anyway, at the end of the day, try natural first, though, because there's no side effects. There's no downside to it. Don't knock it till you try it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you try it works for you, wonderful. If it doesn't, then take a step further, do research. Just always explore your options, really. But I love taking a natural approach. There's a lot of things that I thought that I needed to go to the doctor for. And don't get me wrong, certain things you can't WebMD everything. So please don't take this advice and think I'm saying don't go to the doctor. Sometimes you need to now. Okay, I'm not talking about those type of ailments or, if you're having terrible issues, like your kidney about to fall. Like, listen, I'm not saying, but at the end of the day, though, we all have this, it's just this inner healing that we can tap into. And for some of us, including myself, certain stages we can't get to yet because we have to heal and go through a certain process to get certain other blockages out of the way before you can tap into certain things. So all I'm saying is just explore your options and try. Try to have that growth. Try to tap into yourself. Try your best to invest in yourself. Please, It's like when it comes to meditation, I feel like it'll make you more aware of your body. And if there are underlying issues because sometimes doctors can't figure certain things out. Excuse me 1 second while I light my cigarette. Okay, sorry about that. But there's just certain things that doctors can't even figure out themselves. Sometimes doctors are wrong. And all I'm saying is there's nothing wrong with going to the doctors, but be your own doctor at the same time. Like, your body. Because I know a few people, including myself, that you knew something was wrong and you went to the doctor and maybe it was like an urgent care or, a clinic or something like that. Or it could have been a hospital, but you didn't, let's say, for example, you didn't get the best service or you weren't necessarily pleased with the answer they gave you. And you just know naturally, like, okay, there's something else. Because a lot of, I don't know knock all doctors, of course. I've had some great doctors, but I've had a couple that were kind of guessing. And I told them the same thing over and over, and it took like that third or fourth visit. And then they print you something out and say, okay, yeah, this is the problem. And you like, that's pretty much what I was trying to tell you the whole time. I just didn't necessarily know what it was called because I didn't go to school for this like you did. That's all I'm saying. But it's like we're all human. So it is what it is. But at the end of the day, I know this is supposed to be mostly about meditation. And I don't want this to sound like a rant, but it pretty much is. I mean, it's just my opinion, like I said before. And you're probably going to get tired of hearing that, but it is what it is. Well, no, wait, that didn't sound considerate. I'm sorry. That sounded very inconsiderate, me saying that, because it sounds like I don't care, which I do care, which is why I started the podcast in the first place. But all in all, each of my episodes, I want you all to feel like there's something to gain from it. And there's just anything and everything I say is going to always go back to you doing what's best for you. You taking better care of yourself, because it's like you got this one life to live, and your health is wealth. Like, your health is more important than anything, like I've stated before. There's nothing more important than that, because no matter what you have in this world, it means absolutely nothing if you don't take care of yourself. So I also believe that's why, and I mean, of course, it's anybody's guess, but I feel like hundreds and thousands of years ago, they lived a little longer, of course. And I don't know, I wasn't there. Well, then again, I was there technically, because I do believe in past lives. But not that I remember, I'll say. Not that I can necessarily remember. For those of you who believe in past lives, you know what I'm talking about. For those of you who don't, you probably just think I'm talking out the side of my neck. I probably sound a little crazy right now. But hey, whatever. So, I'm sorry. Like, that sounded like I didn't care. Because I do care. Oh, now I'm beating myself. Okay, listen. Oh, my goodness. Sorry. Okay. Anyway. At the end, if you haven't noticed by now, I'm just eccentric. I'm eclectic. Like, I'm just of being on this planet, man, that's just trying to enjoy my life. I'm telling you, and I'm trying to help others to enjoy their life as well. And it's weird because it's like, and don't get me wrong, I'm not just chatting. Like, this all falls into meditation, because meditation opens these doors and make you realize these things. Well, at least it did for me. But it helps and it assists, and it assists with my awareness that made me aware of these things about myself and about the world, about the universe. Is that at the end of the day, we always are looking outward. We're always looking, I don't know, to other people to solve certain things or to fix certain things, when a lot of it, doggone near all of it, is really based upon you. Like, it really is a mind over matter situation for a lot of things, whether we want to believe that or not. And that's the biggest thing, belief. If you believe it strong enough, then it's going to be true, to be honest. And I want you to take that, and please don't let it go over your head, and please don't stretch it further than how I'm trying to explain it. Because at the end of the day, it really is mind over matter. It's hard to describe, really, because it depends on the person. And you'll understand after practicing, you'll get what I'm trying to say. Like, you really, everything starts and ends in your mind. Whatever's going on in your mind, whatever you think about, whatever you visualize, whatever you're saying to yourself, self-talk, whatever you're preaching to yourself, whatever you believe, that's what reality is, honestly. And it all boils down to how you look at things and what you understand and how you understand them. That's why I say that I don't argue. I'm up for a great debate, because when it comes down to it, you both can be right, because it's all a matter of perception. It's all a matter of perception. If I believe that this means good luck, and every time I have it with me, I'm, say for example, hitting scratch offs, I'm winning this or winning that, or I'm dodging this bullet, dodging that bullet. But you believe it's bad luck, so every time you have it with you and something bad happens, you feel like, yeah, it's because of that, But it's all a matter of belief. I believe it's good luck, therefore it is. And it brings me good luck, right? And I look at this object as, every time something good happens, when I have this object with me, it's because of the object, right? And that's because I believe it. You believe it's bad luck, therefore it is. So meditation really does help bring all of that into a certain, perspective, and it really clears your mind. You really gain a lot of clarity, and it's healing. Like, even if you just start off with 5 minutes a day, and it takes practice, and it depends on, some people get it just like that, some people don't. It depends on you, it depends on your events that happen in your life, it depends on experiences, it depends on your personality. All of that plays a part. So me personally, I prefer meditation music. Some people may prefer nothing. Some people may prefer only to be outside. Some people may prefer only to be inside. Like, it all depends. But try them all and see what works for you, because it really is very, very beneficial. There's no side effects. There's nothing wrong with taking 5 or 10 minutes out of your day to sit and be with yourself and be in your mind. So I'm trying to remember, I had one person that I knew before, and they was just like, my mind just keeps running. And sometimes my mind is like that, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's not. It depends. So it's not necessarily about force. Don't force anything. Don't force anything. You're limitless. Don't force anything. Just let go and let it happen. Whatever thoughts cross your mind, let them cross your mind. But don't attach to any one thought. Just let it flow. and just vibe with it, And I also prefer to use crystals or stones. Um, if you do research and you want, one specific stone or whatever the case may be, that's very, very good. That's very healthy. It's very good for you. Like, depending on what I have on my mind, I may want a clear quartz. I may sit it on my chest. I may sit it on my navel. I may sit it on my third eye, Depending on what I feel I need to work on to gain clarity on, I'll grab a clear quartz. So it just all depends. Like, it's so many wonderful stones and crystals out there as well that you can invest in, have them in your home. I have them in my home, I have them in my car, I have them in my purse, I have them in my bra, I have them everywhere. But it really helps. And maybe they only help because I believe in them. Hey, who knows? Whatever. I mean, I don't knock it. It works for me. It works for a lot of people. But if it doesn't necessarily work for you, hey, it is what it is. But all I'm saying is that I promote anything when it comes to self-improvement. And nothing improves unless yourself improves, And if you're listening, then you're looking for something. Hopefully you find it here. I just wish that we all could just, I don't know. I mean, one day I would want to start a platform where all we do is just give advice, just throw advice out there. No questions, no answers, just advice. And I know it doesn't really make sense when you say no answers. That's because I mean, don't get me wrong, I would love for people who give advice, if someone asks them, well, how did you come to that, conclusion, this, that, and the third. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying, anyone and everyone who's on a platform, like, that's your ticket in. You have to give advice. I think that would be very, very nice. And if someone steals my idea, steal it, take it. Hey, if you started before I do, maybe that was that part of your path, part of your mission in life. Maybe I was taking too long and I just gave someone a great idea. But anything that helps. Anything that helps. And I wish I could go more into detail, but I feel like meditation it's quite simple to explain. It's for your well-being. It's for your health and your awareness, And it's not too much to be explained from my end, because I want you all to understand that I give you advice as I go. I'm pretty much walking you with me. I hope we're all on a journey, we're all on a path, and there's books and there's websites and there's videos, but there's no real, like, step 1 through, whatever, step 1 through 25 or anything. Like, we're all kind of sort of on our own, and it's nice when we all lend each other a hand when it comes down to these type of things. And don't get me wrong, I've read a couple great books that help, but it always helps to have that personal touch. I feel like it's almost like having a conversation with you all without actually being able to talk to you at the moment. But I don't know, it always helps me to hear it from someone who's done it or is going through it. And of course, the more I learn, the more I'll share. So, that's about it for right now, and I thank you for tuning in. I hope I wasn't too all over the place. I know it's different because we're not actually having a conversation, so you can't really, I can't really get any feedback or have anyone, throw something at me so that we could go into detail. But, I just started my podcast, so things will get better. I feel like I could have did better in almost anything and everything I did, but, consistency, consistent. You get it. You get it. I just, have to practice more, and I can't wait to see how I grow. Like, I love watching myself grow. And that's another thing we have to do, is give ourselves credit, people. Don't forget to pat yourself on the back. And I feel like this will reach someone, even if it's just one person, someone to get it, and they will feel where I'm coming from. Because the road is not easy, baby. It's not easy, but it's fun. As long as you keep it positive, you can always enjoy this. Please enjoy this ride. It's like being on a roller coaster, people. And I think I've said this on another episode. I'm going to say it again. I think I said this. Did I say this? It does, whatever, it doesn't matter. But I'm saying it again if I have said it already. It's like a roller coaster. And a safe one, of course. A safe one, of course. Not one falling apart. Or, I'm sorry. My brain just I'm goofy. Oh, I love it. Okay, sorry. So, it's like a roller coaster. It has its scary moments. But that's the whole fun part. Like, anybody who likes roller coasters, not for the ones that are scared of them, of course, but anyone who likes roller coasters, you know that's why you're there. That's what you're looking for. You look for that thrill, that scary moment. That's why it takes, a second for you to climb up there to that height. Sorry, I saw a car and I had to kiss at it. But you you saw that. You saw it coming. You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. You about to drop down and it's scary, but you enjoyed it. Life is like a roller coaster. There's ups and there's downs. But just smile. You might as well, because you can't get off. It's too late. It's too late. You're strapped in. Just go for the ride. Enjoy it. Just enjoy it. Because at the end of the day, you have control, though. If you don't like your situation, change it mentally. Change your mind state. Change how you feel. And I am coming back to that, and I'm going to get more into that, which will be on the next episode, which is why I ended it this way. I wanted to make sure that was the last thing I stated. That it's all about how you think and how you feel. Remember that. So, yes, that's coming. So, yeah, to be continued. I'm going to get way deeper into that particular statement on the next episode. Thank you.